are about to make our first nanocarbon alloy on the Let's Play series. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? It looks like a brick of gold. Pretty much is. Welcome back, everybody. It is your host, Logames here, back again with another episode of Astroneer. We have now hit episode 4, which is awesome. I'm absolutely excited to bring this one to you. So in this one, I think we have kind of a big task to undertake. So what I want to do, because now all we're waiting on is essentially helium and then lithium and maybe some methane. But, you know, as soon as we start getting those, then we can start building RTGs, we can start getting rovers, we can just start gathering mass resources. Like, the game expands greatly after this episode. So I think this episode is going to be a pretty huge grind. We're going to go head over to, I think I want to travel, sorry, let's go to the Astropedia here. I think I want to travel to Visania right away, because that one's going to have lithium, and that's what we're just going to go grab. I want to grab like 2 silos full, or maybe if we have enough containers, maybe just grab a container or 2 full of lithium. And then we're going to take with us another atmospheric condenser and head over to Atrox right here. And in this one, this is where we're going to grab our helium real quick, and I'll grab our methane. I only need like probably 10 and 10, like 10 of each probably. So it shouldn't be too hard to just go grab those quick and come back, and then we'll just focus on our base. You know, we'll get our rovers, maybe just 1 rover built, get an RTG set up, get some pavers, get the drill. We'll just start getting all those things set up, and then from there, we're gonna do some base expansion. We're gonna plan out our base a little bit, kind of make it a little bigger, and we'll go on from there. So right off the bat here, I'm just gonna quickly prep myself to head to both Visania and Atrox, because we're going to have a hydrogen thruster now. So we're going to build one of those. We're going to get that on there. We're going to get hydrogen put into it, and hydrazine, sorry. We're going to get that put into it, and we're just going to go to both planets and then come back real quick. So I'll catch you guys in just a minute, and we will be back shortly. So right off the bat here, actually, I just turned to the left, right when I got down into this cave, and this vein is absolutely ginormous, and I've already collected this much lithium. So I think we're just going to come back here with another, maybe I might bring 2 silos down with me, and just fill up all 3 silos with lithium, and then call it good there, and then head over to Atrox, and then grab the gases, and then we'll head right back to Silva, and then start building again, just to kind of get this, because this is quite a bit of lithium, to be honest, and I don't know if I'm gonna need a ton right off the bat. I do want to try and get like at least like 1 RTG, maybe 2 RTGs, and then the rest of them we can probably use for, I'm thinking medium batteries or small batteries. Okay, so we're gonna take these 2 down to that same vein. We're gonna keep going a little bit, and we'll catch right back up with you when we have them filled, and we are on our way to Atrox. And we have finished that now, so we are on the second half of our trip. We're just going to pop into the shuttle here, shoot right into orbit. I didn't leave a beacon. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's just see if we can look and see what it looks like. So, we did not shoot to orbit. That's unfortunate. We're just going to hope we find that place again. So now let's just head our way to Atrox. Atrox. Glacio. Visania. Atrox, right here. Do not have a beacon for this planet, so we're going to try and find a spot that we're going to remember, or at least be capable of remembering. So there's a few by gateways, but that can be misleading. Let's see if we can't find like a cluster, because if we find a cluster, those will always be there, and then we can just choose, so like this one right here. So we'll just choose the far left, like this one. And we'll just remember that it was like in a cluster 2, it was a far left, they're diagonal from each other, and that's how we're going to try and remember our base. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, nice. There's actually a wind turbine and a battery right there. So we're going to use those. But right when we hop out, there's this hostile plant right here. And it will shoot a rocket at us, so we're going to need to just move over here, let it shoot us that direction so it doesn't hit our hydrazine, because if it did that, we'd be stranded. Open this up. to open an oxygenator up so we get oxygen out here. I did bring with the medium gens just in case, because, you know, you never know. Why are you not clipping to the ground? Thank you. And we're just going to pop this guy open. I really don't have a way. We can, hold on, let's make a small printer. Okay, there we go. And get this guy here. It's going to do this, plug it in. I'm going to set this to methane. Let's gather at least a little bit of that right away. Small printer, there it should be. Unplugged it, which I shouldn't have done, but it's alright. Okay, so there we go. It is running, it is good to go. Let's just get one of these small platforms. Probably actually this one here. It takes 2 resins. So let's see if we can't find some resin real fast. Alright, that guy printed up. Just pop that there. Put this on top. Put this over here. And the battery along with it. One battery's not going to do much, but it will help. Plug it in. And there we go. So it's going to make this last one here. Wonderful. Let's go over to helium. 25 PPU. So that one's going to take a while. We're just going to let that run for a bit. Helium I actually might only do 5 of right away. Because that... we're not really going to need a ton of that. I think helium, the only thing that helium is needed for is a nanocarbon alloy. And I don't plan on making a ton of that. At least not right away. Let's go grab some more organic if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are producing 5 units of power per second while these are running. And there we have it, folks. So we did get the 2 methane, the helium, whole bunch of lithium, and we're just going to leave this guy running here on Aatrox. It'll have wind power eventually, so it'll periodically pop in and out of running. And that's where we're going to leave it. So we're going to head back over to Silva and get some more building done over there. But I think that was a pretty successful run. A quick pop between what was the first? Oh yeah, Visania. Pop between Visania and then to Aatrox, and we're going right back to Silva now. All right, and back at Silva, let's go ahead and find our base. Speed up the process, and there it is right there. So we're just gonna head that way. Land down there, get unloaded. Let's figure out what we have to do. So methane is used to make silicone, I believe, and helium for nanocarbon alloy. So let's look here. What do we need for silicone? So we need resin, we need quartz. And we went and turned all of our quartz into glass, didn't we? We sure did. What are we going to do now? Geez, it's a never-ending battle. That's the worst part about starting the game right away is you're constantly battling yourself for resources and things like that, and you just don't have a ton of abundance right away. We are going to quickly go right back down into the cave system. I'm going to go try and find some quartz again. As soon as I get all that, get back up here. We're going to make some silicone. We're going to get a paver. We're going to get a drill mod, which I think takes diamond, which is graphene, which we're going to need graphite as well, I bet. Where's a diamond? Takes 2 graphene. Graphene takes graphite and hydrazine. Graphite we are low on. So let's go get some graphite. Let's go get some quartz, and we will meet back here again. And we have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. I got the quartz. I just went and finished out that first quartz mine or vein that we found. Didn't get a full 24, but that's all right. We only need a few. So we're going to put that there. We did get our graphite. I'm going to take these 2 first, and then we'll take this guy and bring it over here. Let's get a few graphene printed up here. So let's get this out. Actually, do I have any spare? I do not, but we can just put that on here. Let's set it to graphene. Let it go on repeat, and we're just going to do this. We're going to take a few of these. Let's put Actually, let's just do this. Let's just do this. There we go. So that's going to make a few graphene real quick. Then we're going to need... We are going to need... Because we're doing silicone. And silicone needs... I want to say it's methane, it's quartz, and graphene, right? Is that what we said it was? Oh, we're going to let that print up, then we'll check. So that'll give us the paver. Then additionally, we are going to need the drill mod, which is diamond, which I think is just 2 graphene, so that's why we have more graphene printing up over there. What else do we need right away? I think we're going to want to go for... Try and get... Keyword on try. I want to try and get the rover printed up too. So if that's possible. So we got 1, 2 graphene, 3 graphene. I think we're gonna should have almost 14 or 15 after this is done. Okay, so we got the paver, that's tight. Aluminum alloy, which I think is just aluminum and copper. Then we have silicone, which we are going to be making eventually. Then this one here is 1 diamond, 1 titanium alloy. I did not realize it took titanium alloy. Do we have... We got titanite, we got graphene here. We do still have nitrogen, so we're fine there. We got titanite or titanium alloy for sure. So we'll get one of those. We're going to need some more aluminum alloy, I do believe, because this big guy here... Yeah, 2 aluminum alloy, 2 rubber. 2 rubber... Rubber, I believe, is organic and... Oh boy, we're going to have to check on rubber. I think it's organic and I want to say resin. But I'm not sure. We have tons of organic around us. So actually, real fast. I want to unlock this bad boy here. So it's only 1,000. It is 1 zinc, though. Do I have zinc? I use my zinc to make that. Okay, one more trip down in the mine. I'm gonna grab some sphalerite, which turns into zinc, and we shall be back. Alright, so we are back here. We got our graphene all printed up. Let's see what we can't do with that. So diamond takes graphene and graphene. We're just gonna do that real fast. Okay, so 2 graphene takes that, makes that. Then we're gonna make some silicone quick. Titanium alloy. Titanium. Nitrogen, question mark, purple. There we go, nitrogen. So there's our diamond. We're just gonna set that over there. Let's make some titanium alloy quick. Nitrogen, graphene, titanium. So do I have graphene on me? No, I don't, but there we go. And titanium, we're just gonna put that there, and let's print one of those up quick. Our zinc, grab that. With that, I do want to unlock this guy here. You know what, we're at 18,000 again. I'm just gonna go ahead and unlock that one. We already have that one, so we don't need that one. I don't really need the boost mod either, so we're just gonna do that and have those unlocked. Then I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to actually print it real quick. So, inhibitor mod, we're going to print that one. And then the alignment mod, we're going to print that one. The inhibitor mod, when we put it on like this, and then we go out, say just like anywhere around here, and we need organic, right? But we don't want to terraform, we don't want to delete a lot of the terrain around here. What you can do is put the inhibitor mod on, and if you do this, it doesn't actually take any dirt away. All it does is remove any plant life or resource that is there. So that is actually a quick way to actually just go grab organic and things like that. So that's awesome. And then the alignment mod is more so for, I use it more so for building, because it allows you to, I think what it does is it picks like a plane at near the center of the earth, or the center of the planet, sorry, and then it like flattens to that plane. So in a sense, it stays to the curvature of the earth, which is awesome, because if you take this and try and do like super flat, just with like the standard gun and flatten it out, it stays on that exact same, so like right here, if we were to just flatten here, it would stay on this very plane. And the issue with that is, is you can see the curvature. Sorry, flat earthers, but you can see the curvature of this planet. And if you do that, it ends up being, so like if I were to go straight, it'd probably go to like right here. And right here, it would start creating a lip and just keep going up. And I don't want that in my bases. What I want is to try and keep, the curvature and keep it flat while staying to the curve of the planet. So we're going to use the alignment mod later on to build our base and stuff, but it is very helpful. Some people don't like it. Some people do like this plain flat, just going straight as far as you can and putting everything on it. And that's cool. That's fine. Like I said in episode 3, to each is their own. You can do whatever you want with any buildings or anything that you want to do. I just prefer the alignment mod to keep the curvature of the planet and keep the base looking like it's a part of the world. I don't know. So, there's that. But, so let's get back to this. So we have titanium alloy here. We have the diamond here. I think that lets us, right now, actually, I think that lets us print the drill. So let's just check in here. Let's find it quick. There it is. Drill strength 3. Titanium alloy diamond. We're just going to print that fast. Then we need silicone, and what was the other one? Silicone and, should be right here. Silicone and aluminum alloy. So silicone is, all right, right there. Resin, quartz, and methane. So we got the methane right here. We need the quartz, so 1 quartz, and then it was resin. So we're just going to grab that one there. Bam, bam, bop. Okay, and we're going to take aluminum alloy, which aluminum alloy? Right here, aluminum and copper. So I was right, it was copper. So let's find our aluminum, which is this one. Let's grab copper off the ground. And we are actually going to need, I think it's 2 aluminum alloy and 2 rubber. So let's set that guy to repeat there. Let's go put some more copper, more aluminum. So this should give us 2. Awesome. And then take that. Where's the silicone? Right there. Let's make the paver real fast. Just like that. Perfect. Got the aluminum alloy. And then we're going to need rubber after that. And I do believe rubber is, I want to say it's organic. Organic and compound, but I'm not entirely sure. Could be organic and resin. Let's go put this over by the other one. So those are the 2 pieces there. We are, actually, I almost forgot, we are going to need to make a rover seat, right? So we gotta have something to sit in. So let's make that real fast. That one's right there. All right, let's go to rubber. How do we make rubber? Organic and resin. Bam and bam, bam and bam. Perfect. We're going to go like, okay there, guy. Just like this. And that's going to print those up. Not too hard. Let's take this over to here and let's get that one ready. So large rover right there. Get that guy out of the way. Let's just plug these in here and like that. Then we'll take this. I switched it on accident. My bad. Oh, I am just messing everything up. Now, we have all of our components for the large rover, so we're just going to print that bad boy out right now. Might take a little while, so while we're waiting for that, what else do we need for it? I think we've got the seat, we've got the drill, we've got the paver. We don't have, oh, we do. We could just use this one. Sure. We'll just keep this guy. We'll use that one. And then, so there's that. We will take one of these because that's going to be one of our storages. I think actually we could take both and just use both. There's a steel, there's a titanium alloy, there is the helium. That should make us 1 nanocarbon. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. We are about to make our first nanocarbon alloy on the Let's Play series. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? It looks like a brick of gold. Pretty much is. That, we'll take one of these and we'll come into here. And this is the RTG. Now this thing is awesome. It's crazy useful. I use it to power up my rovers because it creates 4 units of power per second, and it's it's honestly just like the easiest way to sustain power. So super cool. Love them. I am going to end up building a whole bunch more. I think at some point in this playthrough, whether it be next episode or an episode down in the future, we will be building a nanocarbon machine, and that's going to turn dirt into nanocarbon. I mean, there's a few other components because you're going to need to go get gas and stuff yourself, but it's going to be awesome, and we're going to be producing nanocarbon like it's nobody's business. So here's our rover. I want to get that unpacked. Bada bing, bada boom. It is quite large, and that's totally fine. That's exactly what I want. So we're going to put a storage on there. We're going to put a storage on the back. We're going to get this RTG out, and I put it right next to me in the seat. We're going to get our seat out and get that unpacked. We're going to get the paver undone, or the drill, sorry, and the paver on the other side. Perfect, perfect. Pop, pop. And we'll put this guy on the back. And as you can see, it's charging itself up. And if we get in, ladies and gentlemen, this is the large rover. This is endgame material. This is going to be so flippin' cool to use. I'm so excited. We're going to be able to do so much more with this thing, and it's just going to be insane. So real quick, though, before we go out and play with this thing, I do want to see what else we can go craft up. And possibly, because this is a utility vehicle, right? We're not going to just go screw around playing it, because I don't want to ruin a bunch of this world. So we're just going to, I think what I want to set it up for first is to get soil, because each of these, while this thing is running, will fill with soil, and then we can use that to produce things out of the soil centrifuge if we need, and it's honestly such a godsend. So we're definitely going to need to do all that. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Is that 7? That's 7. So we're gonna get 7 more soil canisters, and what are they? They're 7 glass, 7 plastic. I don't want to make more plastic. Ugh. Okay, so thinking about everything now, we are gonna need a ton of plastic. So we're gonna need plastic for the soil the soil canisters here. We're gonna need plastic for these canisters here for the resources, because I do want to get everything kind of sorted up. I want to pick everything up. Now that we can make silicone, I think I want to make a few gas canisters, keep a few in there, especially the hydrazine. So yeah, I want to do some base cleanup. I want to get things organized. I want to kind of get things in order, and then we will move on from there. Because now that we have the large rover, possibilities are endless of what we can go and where we can go with it. So I'm just going to quickly clean up the base fast, get things in order, and I will check back in a bit. And we have returned. So there has been a lot of major changes that have happened since we last spoke, and we will just go over. Ooh, almost ran that over. We will go over that all real quick. So what we had done was we took a large storage silo B, printed that guy up, and put it on the back of this rover here, and then printed ourselves 12 medium fluid and soil canisters, and put them on there. What that does is while you're out digging, these will automatically fill with soil. The cool thing about that is you can take this whole thing right off the rover there and go set it over here on this side, and if we set this guy, so say we set it to resin, right? We'll set it to repeat, we'll set it on, it'll just start going, it'll fill itself, and let it run. There we are, and it'll start printing up the resin, and then once these complete, they will automatically dispense into our storage here, which if we had canisters on here, it would automatically go into them. Well, technically it would go on here first and then into the canisters, because the canisters can only take one at a time. It's kind of slow, so you kind of set this up to have that. But as you can see, it'll plop onto here quick, and then this will just automatically refill from your canisters right back into your soil centrifuge and just repeatedly go until you turn it off, which actually we are going to turn that off repeat, so that way it's only one more, because that silo is full. So there's that. So what else we did here for storage wise, we did print ourselves a large platform C. On top of it we have our large storages, and on top of those you got all your canisters and things. This way you can see, I like this because it almost sits like a book. You can see all of the emblems of each resource, kind of letting you know what's in what canister, which is nice. I do enjoy that. Other things, you will notice that the entire ground now is dark gray. How you do that, let me teach you real quick. So as you can see here, it's already set up in my gun here. But what you want to do is print yourself up these terrain analyzers. Those I believe are 1 zinc, and what you can do is you can take them. So like this one here, this one's green, and this one's just the inhibitor mod. But you take them, they'll be black. This whole bar that's green right here, that'll be black. And you go and find yourself a color. So like I had taken this green color, and once you find that color and you get your whole, it'll fill up the bars. The more you dig it, it'll fill up the bar. You get a little notification, it's like a little sound, a little ding, telling you that it's full. What you do is you take that, and actually, alternatively, I just want to show you real quick. If you wanted to, you set it so your terrain analyzer or your terrain gun is set to output, right? So it's going to be building up terrain. And if you just go over here like this, you can actually paint over your existing terrain, giving it that new green color, right? So we could go over and color the whole thing green. It does get a little finicky around your platforms, so I would definitely do this before you start placing everything if you want to change colors. But let's just turn all these back to gray here because I don't want it. There we go. We'll just set this back to gray. So that's how we did that. We just went around, I flattened out the area, and then I took the dark gray and I just made a big circle so that way we can kind of define where our base is. So yeah, crazy leaps and bounds have been made, ladies and gentlemen. Though this was a lot of work, and unfortunately I think we're going to call it there for this episode. We will be working on the base more in the next future episodes. I do want to get in the terrain, get in the walls, get all that craziness going on, but as I said, it is going to end this episode here. So thank you all for watching. If you did like it, leave a thumbs up. Absolutely, leave a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, share with a friend. Let them know we're out here. This is episode 4. Hopefully you all stay tuned for episode 5. With all that said, that is your host, Logames, signing out. See you all in the next episode.